disgusting. It's horrible. I feel sorry for this marshal on the left side of the screen. Look at him, he's on the other side of the post. Oh, bless him. So up next will be the Honda Cadets. We'll see how they perform in these beautiful clay pigeon conditions. Also known as wet. As they come flying on out, it's the Cadets. So coming down the main straight. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Is it a start? As we head off racing for heat number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what they can achieve and who's going to be out there fastest for today, and who's going to head out the pack. At the moment, that's the number 38, Sam Motts. Being able to fly out a little bit further than everyone else at this current time. Who's going to be where? Let's get it out onto the screens. So, currently, Sam Mott ahead, followed by Sam Green Gomez in kart number 77, then Ava Morris, followed by Harry Farrell, Jensen Hookey, Maria Roberto, one of the novices out there, up 3 positions into 6th, kart number 15, out there on the circuit. It's great to see a novice so high up and achieving well so far early on. Luke Ford in 7th position at the moment, and Max Lovell in 8th, and a massive splash at the back of the container on the track in the centre there, going out the exit of the S's and the start of the straight. I think someone must have had a bit of a dive into the puddle. Oh, these puns are not going to go well today, are they? It's Sam Green Gomez hours ahead now, though, followed by Sam Mott, losing position on that lap. Eva Morris hanging out in 3rd, but Harry Farrell is right behind as they go down at the back straight. Is anybody going to swim over the sausage? And he does! Our leader, Sam Green Gomez, hit in the bit of water that was at the exit there of the sausage curb that we all know and love. So will that mix up the order a little bit? We shall find out very shortly as they go around the horseshoe and through buttons. And while your top 10 is unchanged at the moment, they're all just hanging it out. Obviously, these conditions, any sort of move is a very risky move, especially when the track is as soggy as it is. Fortunately, it's not the Arctic Ocean out there. Well, it is sort of if you go over the sausage curb. There's going to be some splashes coming from there today, I can already tell. Let's see how we go. And just looking, Luke Ford right now, 7 seconds left, last lap, one last lap. Will Luke Ford be able to claim that first place as he's getting right up close now, coming towards the S's? Well, skating through the S's, it's a lot more like a drift. Let's see how it goes. He has lost a bit of time there at the S's. It's a bit hard to keep your traction there for now, just judging from the other drivers out there. As we come through the horseshoe, the number 77 still ahead by a little margin. Meanwhile, Max Lovell still hanging into 3rd position, and Sam Mott in 4th. But ladies and gentlemen, coming down the main straight now to take the checkered flag. Very close there at the end as he went really wide. It's Sam Green Gomez to take the win for the first heat of 2022. Luke Ford in 2nd position, and Max Lovell taking 3rd. Well done to those 3 drivers. We're getting into the top 3. Sam Mott in 4th. Ava Morris being able to hang into 6th. But the driver with the fastest lap, 47.46, is Jensen Hookey. So, coming out onto the track now is the Honda Cadets for their 2nd heat of today. Very brave soldiers. Very brave soldiers. Let's see what they can do today for their 2nd heat. Ava Morris will be starting at the front alongside Oliver Warner. Top bend and down the main straight. Let's see if we can get a start as they come down the main straight now. And we're off. Starting off this battle for heat number 2. Who will be out on top after these next 8 minutes? And at the moment is number 32, Ava Morris, doing their best to stay out ahead. Let's see who is where as we get the list up onto the screen. So it's currently Ava Morris, followed by Sam Green Gomez and Max Lovell. Harry Farrell in 4th position, followed by Luke Ford, Sam Mott, Jensen Walker in 7th position. A couple of the drivers catching up with our first position of Ava Morris. Max Lovell, 47.96, fastest lap time at the moment. Catching up with Ava Morris. Oliver Warner making up 2 positions as well that lap, trying to make his recover drive from the start of the race where he spun down at the hairpin, sorry. As we're going around Billy's and into the S's. Luke Ford really getting close to Ava Morris, but Ava Morris with a bit more of a cleaner line through the S's. Getting a bit more of an advantage there. Going through the S's, down the inside, a brave dive made by the number 96 of Luke Ford and managing to get ahead of Ava Morris. A very clean overtake and managing to sail into 1st position now. Will Ava be able to get that back? She does have the number 97 Max Lovell behind. Luke Ford, Ava Morris, Max Lovell, Sam Green Gomez, the top 6 still unchanged, but it could change now as they go through Billy's. 2 of them going wide and a few of them slotting in front. It looks like the number 84, Harry Farrell, making a few spots there. Side by side, going into the horseshoe. Ava Morris, is that? Or is that a different driver? We shall have a look as they get closer. Just seeing that just out the corner of my eye. Oh, just being able to squeeze out an extra lap in this race. Luke Ford in 1st position. Still, it is a train of 3. So, 4th position and 5th have sort of split away. Let's see how this goes, ladies and gentlemen. Last lap. These 3 very close together, producing some great racing here. The spin by some of the other drivers. The number 86 managing to stay out of the way of our top 3 as well. Very good driving there. But it's the top 3 we're more focused on at the moment as they come in around the hairpin towards the horseshoe. Now they are, well, Luke Ford's managing to stay away from the rest of them for now. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, top bend. Will there be any changes at the last part of this race? Down the main straight we come. Oh, and a drag race to the end, but ooh, Luke Ford, followed by Harry Farrell, then Ava Morris, just losing it at the end there. The last little bit of the race, the little drag race that they had. And unfortunately, Ava Morris losing out on that second. But nevertheless, she's still in the top 3, claiming that 3rd position. Conrad Barton in 4th, Max Lovell managing to sneak back up into 5th, and Travis Rhodes in 6th. So coming now onto the track is the Minimaxes for their first heat of 2022. Hope you're all having a great 2022, by the way, so far. Obviously, it's February already, which is crazy. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I don't have a Valentine's. So, coming down the main straight. Here we go. As we go green for the Minimax first heat. Harry Cottrell, kart number 49. Followed by Freddie Baker in kart number 18. Let's see how we go flying over and through the course at the moment. Very changing weather up here at the moment, so this rain not stopping. A brave dive down the inside and managing just to keep it there, down near the back of the pack. Let's see what number that was. That was the number 75, Kai Vetic, sorry. Freddie Baker leading by over half a second at the moment, so pace as well. Managing just to stick it in at the moment, which is great for him, but for Harry Cottrell, he's got to find some pace compared to Joshua Withcombe, who's just hanging out and watching what's happening with third. Another driver skating over the track there. The grass even. God, it's going to be a popular spot today, isn't it? As we go over and around Billy's, through the S's, will Freddie Baker have a bit more of a cleaner line? And he does, as the number 49, Harry Cottrell, goes a little bit sideways. Freddie Baker, followed by Joshua Withcombe, followed by Harry Cottrell. That is your top 3 at the moment. Martin Wright making a position up on that previous lap and being able to claim 4th currently. 50 seconds left on the clock But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Last lap now as Freddie Baker goes over the line with a comfortable lead to the number 45 of Joshua Withcombe. Harry Cottrell catching very closely as they go over the S's and down the back straight. Don't want to go over the sausage curve. You want to be on the left side of the sausage and not the right side, because as a few drivers have already experienced, you're not going to be having a dry time there. You're going to have a splash, a big splash. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming up the top bend now and going to be taking the checker flag. It is your winner for this one, Freddie Baker, taking the win for Heat 1 for the Minimaxes. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Heat number 2 now for the Minimaxes as we go for their formation lap, as they all come on out onto the soggy track. So, top bend they are. Let's see where they will come at the end of this race as they come down the main straight over the line to start off the Minimaxes for Heat number 2. Lucas Howell, Danny Newman, Martin Wright, Freddie Baker, Jack West. Currently it's the number 19 of Lucas Howell, who is ahead, just having a look there. Managing to stay out ahead of the rest of them, but it looks like a spin from him though at the top bend, which has changed everything up. So, Freddie Baker, followed by Martin Wright, followed by Danny Newman, Jack West, Harry Cottrell, Wilf Butler, Kai in number 75 in 7th. Freddie Baker still ahead, followed by Martin Wright, Danny Newman in 2nd position. A yellow flag waved. We'll see what happens next. Not sure what driver is off there, unfortunately. I cannot see it. It's possibly far out of the screen. Oh, just at the entrance of Billy's at the tyres there. The order. Lucas Howell had a fastest lap last time, but Freddie Baker's just set it, so it looks like Freddie Baker's sort of responding to the charge attack that Martin Wright had. So Freddie Baker with a 44.60, currently the fastest lap on lap 8 of this race. Freddie Baker ahead of Martin Wright. Freddie Baker with the fastest lap, but it looks like Martin Wright had a bit of a spin there. So Freddie Baker a little bit more clear than he was before. And as such, that's going to invite the number 49 of Harry Cottrell into a 2nd position potential Freddie Baker to bring in the last lap of this race. Here it goes over the start finish, followed by Martin Wright, then Harry Cottrell. Through the S's he goes. That wind is ever so picking up. You can just hear it. Well, I can hear it in the commentary booth. The rain is virtually sideways. But every driver's doing well to keep it on the track. And one of those people. And here we go. Freddie Baker winning Heat number 2 for the Minimaxes, followed by Martin Wright, then Harry Cottrell. So, out onto the track now. It is the Junior Rotax. 22 drivers in this rain. Woohoo! Up to the top bend now. Let's see what these Junior Rotaxes can do as we are going down the main straight. Welcome to the Junior Rotax Heat. It's green flag. And no, everybody stayed on the track. That is lovely. As we are going through the hairpin towards a horseshoe as we go on round. That is the number 71 of Leo Purchase, making a decent start to this race. A couple of people taking a brave move, using that kink curve as best as they can. But a few of them sliding off though, just on the corner of the screen, you might be able to see. Leo Purchase currently in front with a 45.66 as the fastest lap time. Billy Edgecombe in 2nd with a 46.84, and Arthur Thacker at the moment in 3rd, but has to defend off a lot of people. Someone made a brave move down the inside there and got a bit touchy, just where He's hit a puddle. Coming on out, you touch a puddle, you're going to be flying off there. He was lucky to keep it on the track, but nevertheless, we still keep going. Leo Purchase flying off in this wet weather. Billy Edgecombe doing well. Ollie Stevens up 3 positions at the moment. Benjamin Bartlett up as well. Samuel Watts as well. Arthur Thacker losing quite a few positions at lap as well. So you can only do the best as you can as the lovely water likes to drip onto the cameras and not budge off the screens as this rain absolutely dumps it even further now. Someone's also lost it at the entrance of Billy's number 4. The Horseshoe. The number 44 going over the start-finish straight. Charles Green currently with the fastest lap time of a 32.21. So catching up as best as he can to Billy Edgecombe, who's currently in 2nd position. Very close between each two, the Charles Green and the Billy Edgecombe. As they do a cut through, there we go. The number 77 of Charles Green making a brilliant move there at the S's. And a very brave move at the S's, I could say, as he manages to squeeze ahead of the driver. But meanwhile, there is one last lap for Leo Purchase to get ahead of, to stay ahead of Charles Green, who's been charging with the fastest lap time just set that last lap. So he's very determined now. Charles Green, 42.77 is the fastest lap time. Let's see what these two kind of achieve as they go around the Horseshoe. As he goes around buttons. The timekeeper's saying, "Where's Charles Green got this pace from? Where has he actually got this from?" But it's Leo Purchase who will be taking the checkered flag for the start of this first heat. Billy Edgecombe staying into 3rd, only just about. He must have had a bit of a slow lap there as Reza has managed to gain back 1.2 seconds in that lap time. But Leo Purchase takes the win for heat number 1 for the junior Rotax, and a very speedy Charles Green with a 42.65. 42. He's the only one to get into the 42. Oh no, he's not the only one to get into 42. So I'm only lying. So junior Rotax heat number 2. Let's see how this one goes as they come down the main straight to start off heat number 2. The number 17, Charles Green, followed by Ollie Stevens, Matthew Lambert, then Reza Seawutheran. Oh, I hope I pronounced that right. Samuel Watts, then Daniel Sebula. Billy Edgecombe down in 7th position. And Alexander Senna in 8th. And a bit of a pile-up coming at the S's there. Not the S's, at the Billies. As one spins, unfortunately, dragging 3 of them into a lovely puddle. As a splodge that's been on one of my camera lenses, the whole entire race has finally dissipated itself. Matthew Lambert, followed by Charles Green. Reza is there. Billy Edgecombe, unfortunately, getting a contact warning out there. Ollie Stevens right behind, though. Lucas Hayden in 7th position. Fast lap at the moment, still Charles Green in 2nd position, charging for Matthew Lambert. And then it's Reza in 3rd. Or could it be 2nd as you going around the Horseshoe, the hairpin and Horseshoe now? The 78 right behind the 77. A very... Ooh, Charles Green nearly in the grass there, using the curb on the right side of that track, which has made Reza get a bit closer. But as you can see at the back is Daniel Sebula, who has managed to get up into very close to that 3rd position slot at the moment. Whoops. Charles Green is right behind, just watching him come over the line there. Reza and Daniel very close as well, as Daniel looks to go down the inside at the S's. A very bold move, especially with the traction that he had. He was very twitchy. So over the line comes Matthew Lambert. Charles Green is still ahead at the moment. Reza in 3rd at the moment. Daniel losing a bit of time from that S's and further on moves, but nevertheless we're still keeping on going. 30 seconds left on the clock, and down the main straights for the last lap of this race. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the junior Rotax What is going to happen on this one? As we go down the back straight, the number 18, Matthew Lambert, still ahead of Charles Green. Going around the hairpin. And towards the horseshoe now. Who's going to have the better lines for this one? He's catching ever so slowly. And finding as much time down the inside. Was that? Oh, might have been slowed down by a puddle there. Unfortunately. But ladies and gentlemen, coming down the main straight. A very tight battle between the two of them. Taking the win. It is the number 80 of Matthew Lambert. Followed by Charles Green, then Reza Seaworthen, and then Daniel Sebula. That is your top four. Very close racing by the four drivers, sorry. And as such, that is your result for this race. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. It is the senior Rotax. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is the start of the senior Rotax as the guy at the front flew off into the grass, having to do a recovery drive back onto the track as best they can whilst everybody else avoids it. Going through buttons now is your leader, making a huge splash and a spin from that splash. Trying to take a deeper way. Another driver slamming on the brakes and spinning just to avoid that one. Changing up the order again, but here we go as they go through the kink of the track. Man, that changed up the order massively then. Down the main straight now. Let's get a look at those times. Jordan Morris ahead by 2.16 seconds. Fast lap time as well, 43.15. Arch Brown in second position. Followed by Cameron Crockett and Ben Page in fourth position currently. It is not nice out there. Driver making a small splash down the inside, and will he be able to keep it? Is the question. Unfortunately, not just yet. Trying to avoid the puddle. Getting a lot better traction, though, going around the outside. And looks like making a position up. Very spread out by some of the drivers. But it's the battle for, looks like, third right now. As we go down the main straight. Ben Page at risk to go over the kink. Managed to get a little bit of extra time there. Going over the kink, but he has got Benjamin Ballou and Jensen Watts creeping up behind. Ben Page there, going slow, avoiding the puddles at the sausage curb. So also him losing some time. One of the ones at the back trying to get out, and a massive splash there from Ben Page as he's forced to stay on the inside. Managing to keep it under control though. But coming down the main straight now is your leader, Jordan Morris, with quite a lead. Currently right now, 6.88 seconds the last one. It might possibly be 7 on this one as second position comes over your screen. Over 7 seconds is the gap between first and second. Archie Brown managing to stay into second at the moment. Jetson Watts in third. Benjamin Ballou fourth. Cameron Crockett, number 88, in fifth. Brandon Clean Nagelvor in sixth. Ben Page in seventh. And will Magic Camaro may be able to get any other additional places up? We shall find out. We've lost Andrew Hughes, who's gone into the pits. That was actually 4 laps ago. That was actually quite a few laps ago. But there we go, checkered flag for Jordan Morris, who has taken that race by a lead of 7.71 seconds. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Coming down the straight now to start heat 2 for the senior Rotax. And it is a go as it gets very sprayy at the kink. Oh my god. But all the drivers staying on the track as we come through the S's and down the back straight as they come over the line soon. What's this, chill? Couple of drivers off there out the kink. Someone just shortcutting right across to the main straight. Okay, that's very questionable. Could have just gone back to where you came off, but never mind. But let's have a change. So, Kieran Ives is in first position at the moment. Car number 47. Followed by Harrison Crook and Magic Camaro losing 2 positions that lap. So, not sure what occurred on there. So, Kieran Ives still ahead of Harrison Crook at the moment. By 1.92 seconds. 3 drivers off at the S's. As they all skate on off. Not sure what happened there. There's even one little touch and you could be flying off. But it looks like one car has had to retire from that incident there. Benjamin Ballou up into first position. Harrison Crook followed by Magic Camara. Where's Kieran Ives gone? He has absolutely flown down the order. It's very easy to lose what's going on today, especially with these weather conditions. Oh, Kieran Ives has gone into the pits, unfortunately. Oh, that's a massive shame. Minute to go now. Benjamin Ballou defending off Harrison Crook now as Harrison tries to go down the inside. He had quite a fair bit of grip there in the inside part of the track. Harrison Crook looking like he wants to go down the inside and just having to slow down a little bit there by the looks of it to avoid some sort of an incident. But through the S's and Benjamin Ballou still ahead. We are leading into the last lap of this race. As they're going around at Billy's now. Harrison Crook still behind. Magic Camara still defending off Jensen Watts and Jordan Morris as well. As they're going through the S's. Harrison Crook with some mega speed coming out of the S's. And it looks like he's just got ahead as well. Going through the hairpin and horseshoe. He's ahead by much. Round the inside he is of the horseshoe and managed to stick out in front. A very massive charge and where he got the grip from at the end of coming out of the S's. But ladies and gentlemen, coming down the main straight now, your winner. That's a very brave and mad, I don't know how he managed to do it. Harrison Crook with a 42.62 as the fastest lap time of this race as well. Benjamin Ballou missing out on that first position, not by much though. But wow, that charge at the end of that race was mega. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 177s and 177 Masters out now onto the track. So here we go. Coming at the top bend now. Let's see what we get as we go over the start finish. Green flag and we're off. So what are we going to see? I can see Joe out there. Joe! Going over the start finish. So here's your order. James Webb followed by Tom Mountford, Ben Johnson, then Harry Rowett, then Simon Gover, Tycho Simmons, Ian Branfield, Dan Milner, Cameron Marsden, Reese Llewellyn, Oliver Smith, Joe Wormsley in 12th at the moment. He's doing all right. That's Joe. But a lot of them there. Joe doing the best as he can as a bit of rubbish flies on, as I like to call it, the clay pigeon tumbleweed. Double spin off by second and third as one starts doing donuts in the grass. As we have a change to the order side by side, possibly a little tap there. As you can see on the camera, it's Ian Branfield up into second position, Ben Johnson in third, Drew making up some positions into 10th, and a spin there coming out of the King. It looks like he just missed the tie wall as well. Joe Wormsley up 3 positions. My God, Joe into 7th at the moment. Cameron Marston in 6th, Tom Mountford 5th, Kart number 28 in 4th. Car number 83 in 3rd. Ben Johnson still in 2nd position. There is a 10-second gap. 10-second gap. One in the tyres again. Trying his best to just carry on and finish this race. James Webb going over the line there. And this is the last lap for him. Meanwhile, there's still plenty of time as Harry Rowett goes over the start finish, followed by Oliver Smith in 3rd. So Harry Rowett with the fastest lap time as well, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last lap, so one last lap to achieve a position or gain a position, but let's see where it goes. As the number 92 of James Webb takes the checkered flag, a very soggy checkered flag, and over 9 seconds later, Harry Rowett. It's a double Alex start, is it? Alex Bentley and Alex Heron at the top, and it looks like Tom Mountford will be starting from the back for this one. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as they are going back up the top end to redo the start. Let's go for the 177 and 177 Masters. So come down the main straight now, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like 24's got an issue, but we will still continue and start this race off. The two drivers doing the best they can, but it is the number 83 of Oliver Smith out ahead, followed by Alex Bentley, then Alex Heron. That's your top three, but Ian Branfield is very close to him as well, as there is a few spins, and oh no, I think it's Joe. No, it's not Joe. He's all right. It looked like Joe for a second, sorry. As we go down the main straights, the number 83 has the number 92 of James Webb right beside him as he goes down the inside at Billy's and ahead at the first chance that he could. So let's get an update. Oliver Smith is in first place, followed by Ian Branfield. James Webb is nowhere to be seen at the moment, as he just goes over the line, actually. Losing a lot of time there somehow. Oh, and a spin by our leader by the looks of it. The number 83, Oliver Smith, spinning at the kink. A very awful place to spin sometimes, and he's trying to battle back to get back into that first position, losing a lot of time, and it's right at the end of the race as well. 1 minute to go. So Ian Branfield just going over the line there. It's last lap time. As we get James Webb coming over the line, then Oliver Smith making up 2 positions there. So does Joe. Joe's up into 4th position, then Tom Mountford, then Ben Johnson. Then we've got Reese Llewellyn, Alex Heron, then Dan Milner, Cameron Marston. Ladies and gentlemen, we could be looking at Joe Walmsley getting a 4th position here on heat number 2. Let's see how it goes, as we are nearing the end of this race very, very, very soon. As there we go, Ian Branfield taking the checkered flag, followed by James Webb, Oliver Smith, and then it's Joe Walmsley taking 4th position. And that will do it for the 177 and 177 Masters Heat number 2. Is my commentary box getting wet? No, it's actually quite dry. Thanks, Jack. So, ladies and gentlemen, by the looks of it, we have a little announcement to make, unfortunately. This is the end. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the stream. Very abrupt, I know. Unfortunately, the decision has been made to abandon the meeting, unfortunately. We shall see you all next time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you and goodbye.